is going to be the third time's the charm. I'm going to be reading the full chapter to this chapter, doing voices and everything, and trying to do this. I did it once and I realized it wasn't recording, at least not most of it, so I have to do it again. So I restarted it and we're going to go. Hopefully, I just need to keep checking that this is going still. Anyways, so I don't have to ruin my voice, because I have a very interesting voice. Anyways, chapter 6, Confessions. It's boring. You've just met Renza at Fierro Estate, where she's helping you get ready to meet your suitor, Lady Olive Navraki. So I think it's Olivia, but I don't know. The Fierro Estate. So this is where you and Anastasia live. It's even more remarkable than I imagined. Having an extravagant home is one of the best ways for a noble house to showcase their power and wealth. And when a noble is at home, they must show it with their dress, of course. And speaking of dresses, remove the one you're wearing this instant. What? You heard me. Today is important. If you earn a proposal from Lady Olive, the game is won. The words must convince her mind, while your looks must convince her other parts. Now strip, so we may get to work. I don't think that's her voice, but that's the one that I'm giving her. You remove your dress and stand before a tall mirror in your corset. Happy? More like impressed. With a body like that, I'm tempted to send you out like this. Why, if I was an eligible heir with a taste from women, I'd... Renza, focus. Natural beauty aside, whoever tied this corset isn't doing you any favors. Please, let me fix it for you. Renza steps behind you and begins to adjust your corset. Go on, ask. I know you must be curious. Curious about Olive? Mostly her looks. To each their own, but as far as I'm concerned, Olive more than passes mustard. I can't. Renza gives your corset a final tug and ties the ribbon. You feel the air forced out from your chest. I don't think I can breathe. There will be time for breathing later. Now, stay put while I fetch you something to wear. Renza winks at you as she scurries out of the room, leaving you alone and undressed. Just a few moments later, the doors open again, revealing Lady Renza. I found the Elizabeth. Hey, Alexandra. Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Not awkward at all. I should smile enticingly. I'm gonna pretend this is all new to me. Anyways, you place your hands confidently at your hips and flash a grin at Alexandra. Sorry, looking for something? I wasn't expecting. Yes? Suddenly, Renza enters the room just behind Alexandra. Oh, fast! This is for someone who is getting something. Crown Shield! Just what in the world do you think you're doing? But you... Out! 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 Now! Shooting her eyes, Alexandra quickly nods to you and leaves the room. Renza closes the door behind her. Unbelievable! I hope that Alexandra enjoyed that as much as I did. Lady Elizabeth Everhart, you saucy minx. Accidents happen. Can I be blamed for hoping the happiest outcome for all parties involved? Maybe that was it. I don't know. Certainly not, but if you truly wish to assure the happiest outcomes, then perhaps it's time you come clean. I have no idea what's going on with that. It's just us now, alone in the room. And you know you can trust me with anything, just as I know I can trust you. Now, which one is it? I can't do this voice. Oh my god. Which one is what? Stop playing so coy. Which one of them do you like? I suppose there's no harm in telling you, so long as it remains between the two of us. Who has captured your heart, Anastasia or Alexandra? The choice you make would affect the rest of Elizabeth's journey. Are we really deciding like the final love interest now? Alexandra. I didn't read that whole thing, but okay. I knew it! I know she's not a noble. Yes, but she's not about to raise your political standing. But I've seen her sculpted figure. If you're about to tell me there's even more to her than that, I just say you've chosen quite well for yourself. I am so happy for you, for both of you. Just me for now. I haven't spoken with her about it yet. Well, certainly she won't hear about this from me. Now, have I finally earned the right to stand out there in a state of undress? Now have I finally earned the right to not stand here in a state of undress? That and more. Renza places the dress she'd left to fetch into your arms. The flowing, airy fabric is so light in your hands that it almost feels as though you're holding nothing at all. Today's event is aboard my yacht. You'll be glad to be wearing something like this. Olive and Alexandra will likely be as glad as well. Whoa, that is... Oh, it's only 25? My god. Did I just... Okay. It's only 20? It's only 20. Oh, but I'm trying to save... No, okay. It's too late now. So, what do you think? Unless Olive has suffered an eye injury, since the last I met her, our alliance will be secured for the end of the day. You look positively wondrous, Elizabeth, truly. Oh my god, I can't. Now come. Our carriage to the marina will wait for us outside. Oh my god, this voice. You step outside to the Fierro estate to find a grand procession of dressed horses and elegant carriages. Renza leaves you to join her father as Anastasia steps forward. Alexandra follows just a short step behind. This is quite the parade. Impressed, I hope? Who wouldn't be? You've practically emptied the royal stables. My crown shield certainly seems in good spirit today. A day of fresh air, far from stuffy halls and ballrooms. Of course I'm in good spirits. And were those same good spirits to blame for carrying you into my room where I was dressing without knocking first? Alexandra's cheeks redden. But you did what? Never fear, everything is forgiven. Lady Elizabeth, ever gracious. Anastasia smiles and lowers her head in a respectful nod as she does. You see the Lord Damon near the carriage procession, watching your familiarity with his daughter. His glaze is less than friendly. I should... Let's just nod respectfully and step back from Anastasia. You nod and take one careful step back from Anastasia, making a point to look deferentially toward Lord Damon as you do. The grim man does not smile, but his expression lightens ever so slightly. Isn't that the same face? Anastasia notices your exchange with her father and places her body between the two of you. I have news. After today, you won't need to worry about my father. He announces his retirement at sunset. So, after today, you'll be the head of House Fierro? Officially? Yes. And House Fierro will finally be able to support you as it always should have. I don't think it's going to be that simple, but okay. Suddenly a carriage rolls to a stop beside you. The door opens and Anastasia steps aboard. Alexandra takes the reins of a nearby horse and climbs onto its saddle. Alexandra, you're not riding in the carriage? It's easier to do my work from horseback. And as I said, you can't beat the fresh air. Join me if you like. Perhaps I will. Is there a horse for me? There is a more comfortable seat for you in my carriage, but the Fierros will be happy to accommodate your desires. Anastasia signals for Carlo, who soon quickly retrieves a horse from your journey. A few moments later, you're seated in this oiled leather saddle, the reins firmly in your hands. Nay. That's totally how a horse sounds. A horse is a horn, not a horse. A horn is sounded, and the procession begins to move. Your horse adopts a casual trot next to Alexander alongside Anastasia's carriage. It's just the two of you now. I wonder how long before we can smell sea salt on the air. It will come soon, and with it, change. What change? What change? If all goes to plan, you will win the engagement to Lady Olive, riding horseback alone with the crown shield will no longer be appropriate. Still, you'll be High Chancellor of Cordonia. House Everhart will be safe and secure. Well, it depends on who Lady Olive is, Ray. I think it has to be Olivia, right? Don't forget the knowledge of my parents' identities. Anastasia has truly promised you everything you could hope for. Perhaps not everything. I won't be satisfied until... What? I won't be satisfied until I'm with my true love. Won't that be Lady Olive? Lady Olive may hold my ring, but she will not hold my heart. How can you be so sure? Because someone else holds it already. Alexandra moves her eyes from the road ahead and chances a glance towards you. For a brief moment, your eyes meet. Then your ride continues. Just making sure. You should know. I respect your decision to help Anastasia win the throne. She will do good for Cordonia. The future feels distant, while the sacrifice needed to make it still feels so present. I don't smell salt on the air. Do you? No. Then change hasn't happened yet. You haven't moved. You haven't met all of Navraki's. They're not betrothed. Oh my god. You're not betrothed. I can English. The longer we travel this road, the closer the future gets. We may know it's coming, but we won't have to speed its arrival. There's a fork ahead, leading into town. Let's spend a final moment there, together before the sea. Just Alexandra and Elizabeth? No alliances, no duty. Only two people enjoying the morning and each other. Here's the fork. Should we take it? Join Alexandra for a ride through town in this exclusive scene. I'm supposed to be saving things, but I have to. Oh god, I know I'm gonna have to spend all my diamonds. A secret excursion is precisely what I need right now. I probably should not have bought the fucking dress. The damn dress. Then follow me. With a decisive nod in Teapot's direction. I forgot it was Teapot. Alexandra pulls away from the rest of the procession. You nudge your own horse to follow. It's not before you're... Oh my god, I did not... Whoopsies. Oops. I didn't get to read that part, but okay. It appears we were both in need for a change of scenery. It's been too long since I've been to town without fellow guards or responsibilities in tow. And here I thought I was one of your responsibilities. On any other day, but right now, we are not Alexandra or Elizabeth. Right. So tell me, if I'm no longer Lady Elizabeth Everhart, who am I to be? Alexandra dismounts to hitch her horse and beckons you to follow suit. A traveling painter without a master. Is that what you see me? Is that how you see me? Some wandering artist in search of inspiration and coin? Why ever did that come to mind? I've seen you cut your own path through this world more than once. Your faith honors me. I shall be the best wandering artist this town has ever seen. Undoubtedly. Now, who should I be? Who should I be? Wait, a stable hand exploring the lands beyond her manor. A traveling sailor just arrived from a foreign land. And true thief on the run after pilfering royal diamonds. Let's go with that one. That's more exciting. It was an easy escape. I know all the tracking methods of the royal guard. Yet you knocked me down when rounding a corner. My completed paintings were strewn across the road. I helped you gather them, and an unusual work caught my eye. One that I had to have. And I agreed to let it go, for the price of one of your fine sapphires. A deal too good to pass up. You stroll down the street together, wandering into a bustling bazaar with innumerable sights, treats, and wares. It seems we picked the right day to be spontaneous. We certainly don't see anything like this at court. Look there. Look there! Is that a man doing a handstand on a tightrope? I'm more impressed by him juggling flaming bottles with his feet. How exciting! I have only read of such antics in dusty tomes. Shall we get a closer look? No, such antics in your tomes don't scald people or burn down buildings. Come now. I'm sure this performer has his feet and his flames under control. We'll see. You there! You both turn and see a man pointing at Alexandra. He grins widely and motions to the vast array of jewelry and finery before him. If you really want to make your intentions known to your beautiful lady love, one of my fine necklaces should send the message. We're not... Actually, sir, I'm her beautiful wife. You loop your arm through Alexandra's and look at her adoringly. In fact, it is our anniversary tomorrow. We would love to celebrate with a gift, but we must hurry back to our 11 children so that we may begin our plans for number 12. What? You laugh and continue on the Alexandra at your side. As she wanders slowly from stand to stand, your eye is caught by a cart full of bright, shiny baubles. You rush over to take a look. I wonder if Alexandra might enjoy a gift. She's distracted, so now is the perfect time. Greetings, my dear. Might you be interested in this book of poetry, dating back to 5 kingdoms? Or perhaps the ivory dice set, this chess set made of precious agarwood, also makes for a lovely collector item. Let me think. I'll go with the chess set. The merchant nods her thanks, and you pay for the gift. Just as you back away from the cart, Alexandra appears at your side, nodding at your hands. What's this? A surprise for you. Me? I don't require anything, Elizabeth. Who said anything about requiring? I want to give you something special, so just hush and take it. She takes the gift tentatively. I take it we'll be playing a game sometime? You have a cunning mind, Alexandra. But I did not just give this to you for the entertainment value. You pluck a rook out of the box of chess pieces and hold it up to Alexandra. Let this serve as a reminder that we all have a part to play, even if it seems that those who have power over us control our every move. It was not quite long ago that both of us were standing on the periphery, feeling like outsiders, like our friend the rook here. But over the past season, It is clear that we both possess the kind of power only fools would underestimate. Any piece on the board can win the game. Alexander graces you with a soft smile that fades so quickly. You wonder if you imagined it. Thank you. I'll treasure it always. You are very welcome. I must confess something. Confess? Did you do something naughty? It's not. You can't hold back your smile as she shakes her head and regaining her composure. Oh my god, she's adorable. This better be recording, my god. I got a gift for you as well, Elizabeth. It's here. Take it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's fancy. Alexandra, this is beautiful. This will be a fine finishing touch to any gown. And in a tight spot, the pointy end will make for good self-defense. An observation that makes it clear you've been around me too often. Or just enough. Or just often enough. I hope this gift will help you remember today fondly. It shall, Alexandra. Thank you. With a great effort, Alexandra rolls her eyes away from yours. Together, you head away from the bazaar to a canal just a short walk away. You settle onto a bench, enjoying the afternoon breeze. You watch a young couple before the canal, laughing and feeding the birds without a care in the world. Tell me something, Elizabeth. Might we be happier if we set aside our duties, and just lived, answering to nobody but ourselves? A profound question. Yes, and I've been thinking on it lately. I do not know about happiness, but I think we have been brought together by fate. I believe we make our own destiny. But you cannot deny our meeting was serendipitous. I was not meant to be at the masquerade. You did not have to ask me to dance. And I had no idea I was to become the heir of House Everhart. Neither of us knew we would become so close. Many pieces had to come together. Just so, and regardless of what it is to come for both of us, I can tell you with you utmost sincerity that I am so thankful that we met. As am I. Sorry. Alexandra turns to you, and something in her gaze makes your heart quicken. Elizabeth, Yes? Alexandra leans toward you closer and closer, her gaze dropping lower to linger on your lips. It's leading. You smile softly and move ever closer to Alexandra. Soon you're close enough to see the look of wonder that passes over her face, and hear the way her breath catches as you tilt your head up invitingly. But just before your lips touch, you're interrupted by the sound of a heavy footsteps and a familiar voice. Oi! There you are. You and Alexandra jolt in surprise. God damn it! She shifts and plants a soft, sweet kiss on. Oh my god. She shifts and plants a soft, sweet kiss to your cheek. Then hurriedly stands in greeting. Teapot approaches with your two horses in tow. I've been scouring this entire damn town for you. Am I interrupting something? No, as ever, your timing is unrivaled. Hello, Teapot. Lovely day, is it not? Very lovely, Chief. If we intend to keep time, we must leave the sea right now. Fine. It is all right, Alexandra. I suppose this afternoon could not have lasted forever. Teapot glances rapidly between the two of you, then abruptly barks out a laugh. Something funny? Not at all, Chief. Not at all, Chief. Not at all. Alexandra helps you onto your horse, her hand lingering on yours for just a moment. So, onward to the sea? Onward. God damn it. After a short while, you arrive at the Fiero Marina with the rest of the Cordonian court for an afternoon at sea. The Legacy stands before you, the grandest ship you've ever seen. Many nobles are already aboard. Anastasia, that's your yacht? It's incredible. I love how incredible it is. So much that it's invisible. It's an invisible yacht. Oh, there it is. I've been aboard the Legacy countless times, yet the towering sight of it never fails to take my breath away. The ship is for leisure. You could carry an army aboard that craft 2 armies. It's elegant, regal, luxurious. Of course it's not as elegant, regal, and luxurious as the Navraki's yacht, but... I wasn't aware the Navrakis had a yacht. I look incredible with the wind in my hair. Why have I never been invited aboard? Oof. First of all, shut up. Second of all, technically, we don't have a yacht yet. But when we do, rest assured, this yacht won't compare to mine at all. What? Such a comparison may be difficult, Lady Navrakis, considering this craft is a galleon, not a yacht. Just look at the rigging. But in all seriousness, we shouldn't allow any nautical mislabeling to diminish our enjoyment of the voyage ahead. Quite. Oh my god. Quite. Now, if the rest of you would kindly board, we will cast off and get this excursion started. You watch as a thick rope, this better be recording, ladder is unfurled from the Legacy's deck above. One by one, the nobles and their staffs climb aboard, leaving just you and Vasco left on dock. After you, your ladyship. As you begin to climb the ship's tall side, the wind grows in strength, swaying you violently upon the ladder. Huh? The rope begins to creak and to strain as your heart pounds against your chest. You look down and suddenly realize a fall from this height could be deadly. The rope is about to give out. I should hold on tight. That's not right. That's not right at all. Whoopsies. You firm your grip to the sides of their ladder and hold on tight as you lower your boot to steady your footing. You feel the rope snap beneath your foot. Your body begins to fall, only to be caught again by the same rope step. You look down to find it unbroken. How is that possible? A hand reaches down and catches yours, helping to pull you onto the yacht's deck. As you steady yourself aboard, you find yourself standing before a well-dressed young noble. That's not Olivia. I heard you cry out. I hope you didn't find it forward of me to take your hand without warning. Wait, is that? Is that? Oh my god. No, it's... It's not Olivia. But... I think... Is that like the... Not the mother, the... What's her name? Oh, that Navraki's. Oh, she looks familiar. But where are my manners? I am Lady Olive Navraki's. You must be Lady Elizabeth. Pleased to make your acquaintance at last. Thank you. Did you see... Lady Olive, did you see what happened with the rope? In what way? It broke under my foot. Oh, no. You must inform Lord Damon before someone uses it and falls. No, I meant it was broken, but then it wasn't. I sound mad, don't I? Not at all, my lady. You sound like you could use some relaxation. Fortunately, that's what lies ahead for both of us. Just then, Renza appears and looks in between the two of you devilishly. Looks like you're getting along famously. If you both follow me, I'll lead you to your private cabana. Oh my god, wait. Looks like you're getting along famously. If you'll both follow me, I'll lead you to your private cabana. We'll be setting sail within moments. You get a private cabana? That sounds fun. Yours is at the front, of course. Sorry. It represents the finest accommodations. To be found aboard this yacht. I trust they will meet with your approval. I am most certain they will. Thank you. Oh boy. Renza gestures you into the Prow's cabana, where you and Olive lounge upon silk-covered cushions under the warming light of the afternoon sun. Renza leaves you to your privacy. I suppose if it was actually Olivia, people wouldn't want to be engaged or wouldn't want to be the love interest of Alexandra or Anastasia, of armor or red dress. Yeah, okay. Lady Olive, thank you for doing me the honor of joining me today. It is you who honor me, Lady Elizabeth. I have followed your recent exploits and been most impressed by your initiative. Thank you. It has been a most interesting journey thus far. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to get to know each other, but I'm a woman of efficiency. So tell me, if there was just one thing I should know to truly understand you, what would it be? You should know that I am loyal to my friends, ruthless to my enemies. What a waste. Pardon? I find that it's best to never draw harsh distinctions between friends and enemies. Then what of loyalty? And what of vengeance? Leave them to the fantasies of playwrights. In the real world, it is sometimes beneficial to embrace those who have wronged us or spurn those we respect. If we can't forget about our past with those around us, good or bad, we may miss opportunities to benefit from them in the future. I see. I hope I don't come off as too harsh. You see, I am a practical woman with a powerful drive. I tend to think of most things cleanly. And in this drive of yours, where do you hope it leads? To the palace as keeper of the royal archives, the highest power a woman of my birth can achieve. But isn't that Renza's position? Today, yes. But when Anastasia becomes queen, a member of her own house cannot manage her legal affairs. It would impede tradition, and as Olive continues speaking, you find yourself distracted by Alexandra, who you've just caught looking directly from her cabana across the deck, and directly toward you from her cabana across the deck. She raises an eyebrow as you meet her eyes. Not here. See you looking. I'm imagining you without your clothes on. You raise one eyebrow into a sharp arc and curl your lips into a wicked grin. Alexandra's face reddens. She looks to her left and right as if hoping to find something that needs her immediate attention. Lady Elizabeth, did you hear me? Huh? Were you saying something? I was asking you to be my wife. What? Just now? It's obvious we have our differences, but a match would be advantageous for both of us. I will become keeper, you High Chancellor. We both get everything we could have wished for. Just then Renza appears behind you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, that's not the voice. What is it? I'm so sorry. And certainly, oh, there we go. I'm so sorry, and certainly wasn't eavesdropping, but did I just accidentally hear that you're getting married? Well, this is so exciting. Before you can say anything more, Renzer moves to the front of the ship and calls loudly above the crashing waves for the party's attention. Renzer, no, you stupid head. House Fiato is pleased to announce the engagement of Lady Elizabeth Everhart and Lady Olive Navrakis. I can't even do her voice right now. Her boss consumes the deck of the yacht as Renza retrieves a goblet. I did not mean to do that. Everyone raise your glass. Okay. To Cardonia and to Lady Elizabeth Everhart. This is like the siren decorum all over again. My God. Hear, hear. Let us hear from Bride B. I don't remember his voice. The crowd quiets and looks to you. The truth is, I actually haven't said yes to Lady Olive. Yet, which is because Lady Elizabeth is a true romantic at heart. It requires a romantic proposal. You hear me, Lady Olive? Renza leans in toward your ear with a sympathetic whisper. We'll discuss it, not here, but soon. The crowd cheers again as Theodosia breaks into tears. Why is everyone getting true love and getting married but me? Oh man, poor Theo. Oh no. You're the one who arranged this. I know. Oh my gosh, Theo. I feel you though. Huzzah! Lady Elizabeth, oh my! Look at me. I'm practically drowning in my own emotion. Lord Damon steps toward you and clamps a stiff hand onto the side of your arm. It would seem that you're not quite as useless as I had suspected, girl. Lord Damon, I did not do this for you. Damon's grip tightens by a hair. Oh, but you did. Glittering promises may have lured you here, but everything you've done has given me something greater than your house could achieve in 100 generations. You've carved my name into the stones of history. Cardonia will remember the name Fiato until the end of her days. As Damon steps away from you, Renza takes his place? Oh, takes Damon's place. It's like, what? Why did you announce it publicly? I haven't gotten the chance to answer Olive. Were you planning to reject her? I honestly didn't think was being considered. Until now, you've wanted this. I don't know what I was going to say to her. And you're right. I did want it, but perhaps things are different now. Alexandra? Alexandra? I've lost her voice. I don't know. Randa smiles kindly. I've said from the start, you don't need to do anything you don't want to. Nothing is in stone yet. Not even Olive Navrakis. It's complicated. If I only had time to better consider. Being caught aboard a ship at sea is no help, no matter how large it is. Which is precisely why I have a little surprise for you. Rebu Ion. What? I've read about that place. Ships have disappeared near its waters for centuries. But what is that a surprise? How is that a surprise? Because the legacy is set to pass at any moment now. And we, along with the other nobles, are going to go there for a little adventure. What? Aren't you worried about disappearing? I don't know. Are you? Alexandra approaches from behind Renzo. Did someone mention traveling to Rebu Isle? Rebu Isle? Rebu Isle. I don't know. Rebus? I don't think it's Rebus. Rebus? I don't know. Maybe Rebus. I feel... Maybe. I don't know. I've always wanted to see what all the fuss was about. Yes, and you and all the heirs are invited. Sadly, that means no Lady Olive. But there are only so many seats in the rowboat. After all, Renza offers you a sly wink. If you're coming along with the group, Elizabeth, perhaps we could find a moment to discuss things. What? Oh my god, that's so much. Fine, I will do it. God damn it. Alright, you have convinced me. Let's see what this island is all about. You quickly gather Paddington from your room and join the others at the rowboat that Renzer prepared. I think I'm actually just going to do the full chapter for Dora Masquerade. Maybe I'll consider doing it for Mother of the Year. I don't know. And before you know it, this is a long chapter. You and your friend are rowing off into the open sea. Freedom at last. What do you think, everyone? Are you happy to get away? Free of dull conversations and following protocol? Happiness is the only start of what I feel right now. Blech. What? You scratch Paddington behind the ears as he looks cheerfully out over the water. Feeling good, boy? I think you have natural sea legs. Blech. I adore the legacy, but there's something truly special about being so near the ocean in a smaller craft like this. Yes, it reminds me so of follies of my youth. Have I ever told... I don't know. I still don't know Cyrus's voice, but have I ever told you of my expedition through the kingdoms in my 18th year? Many times. So many. Please, I'd rather myself overboard and brave the sharks than I hear this sordid story again. It was a grand time, full of adventure, wine and tot, sailor boys with little clothing and gigantic. Renza leans over the side of the boat and splashes water up at Cyrus. Yuff! So, Lady Renza, do you intend to tell us what we're doing here exactly? What's the story of Rebu Isle? I'm glad you asked. You see, there's a treasure on the island, and I want us to be the ones to find it. What sort of treasure? An ancient armory, perhaps? Gold? Jewels? Nothing so ordinary. Many, many years ago, a ship called the Leviathan sailed for distant shores. Distant shores? Isn't that the title of the book that's coming out? I wonder if that's on purpose. As they drew near, it is said their compasses spun in circles. The wheel spun itself. It wasn't long before the great ship wrecked against the shores of Rebu Isle. Wait a minute. We're going there? By boat? To the place that mysteriously wrecks boats? It's worse than that. They say the wrecks are caused by a great magical beast that guards the isle. What? And what, pray tell, makes such a journey worth risking our hides? The Leviathan is said to have been carrying a bottle of the rarest and most expensive wine in all the kingdoms. That is the treasure, and we are going to find it and drink to our heart's content. Wait, we're going? We're going to a dangerous island for wine? All of this for some sort? All of this for some wine? You cannot be serious. What about real treasure? This is an awful lot of trouble for one bottle. Agreed. Why not simply procure a bottle on the yacht instead? Because that's an utter bore. Everyone knows that's the only thing worth anything utterly unique like me. What? If this wine is as special as they say, you shall forget all about fantasies of endless riches. What if it doesn't even exist? So, this cache of rare wine. How are we to know where to look? Come now, dear sister. You think I have not done my research? I read that as, you think I've done my research? As in she doesn't know. Legend says that this wine is hidden beneath the captain's seal. There can only be so many of those on one island, right? In theory. If that's the case, then why hasn't it been found yet? Well, because many men have tried and failed to devastating consequences, I'm told. Dead. So they died. That bodes well. But But I'm too well. But I'm too well liked to die. Oh my god, I love Theodosia. What? Nobody's going to die. We're going to be the only ones there. It's perfectly safe. Suddenly, the robot boat's figurehead cracks and crashes down into the water. Yuff! I concur, Lord Pompadour. Perhaps it is unwise to scamper about a place like this. If you're frightened, Lord Cyrus, then you could swim back to the yacht. Perish the thought! Deprive the group of its most handsome member and risk tangling seaweed into my hair? Then it sounds like you're coming with us. God. As you close in on the shore, Renza stands up in delight, wobbling ungracefully as the waves rock the boat. Why does this look familiar? There, you see? It's a legendary vessel, and within it, the wine that dreams are made of. Anastasia chuckles and leans closer to you. You think the wine has magical properties. Perhaps it grants wishes, or is the elixir of eternal youth. Or it's cursed and takes the voice of whoever drinks from it. Let's hope Cyrus sips it first. At the shore, you all hop out of the rowboat and rush up to the sand to the crashed vessel. Paddington happily bounds behind you. Having fun, boy? Blab. Look, the captain's seal. Renza goes straight for a safe on the deck and pries it open without hesitation. It's not there. It must be behind a different seal deeper within the island. Of course it is. I suppose the treasure hunt is going to be more of a hunt than you'd imagined. No matter. We shall make game of it. Whoever is the one to bring the legendary wine back gets the first sip. A contest, then? Contest would imply that someone other than me has a chance of winning. Don't count me out just yet. After all, some consider me quite an expert on exposing things. Perhaps we could partner up for our search. We'll cover more ground that way. As you wish. Just make it quick. We have a few hours to sundown. You make your way to Alexandra, but find Cyrus stepping directly into your path. He smirks, keeping his voice low. You are a sly one indeed, Lady Elizabeth. Asking to partner up? If you wanted to be alone with me, all you had to do was ask. Oh my god, no. Paddington. Yo. Perhaps I should clarify my meaning. For once, I'm proposing more of a long-term partnership. Have you forgotten my engagement too soon? So soon, my lord? Forgotten? No. On the contrary, I've been thinking of it all evening. And I must say, I think you're worthy of far more than you've been offered. Ally with me, and I shall offer you everything the Fieros have put, plus a single perfect night of unspeakable passions with yours truly. My dear Lord Cyrus, if only I could wave you away like the foul odor you are. Think carefully, Elizabeth. Decline me now, and I may not be so friendly next time we discuss matters of politic. Are you threatening me, Lord Cyrus? By refusing my offer, you threaten yourself. You know this. When I am High Chancellor. House Masquerade will be reduced to a common house. The emptiness of such a threat is painfully apparent, as if you to jeopardize the position of Alexandra. How sad that I know your sister so much better than you do. Alexandra would see Vescovi lose all claims to nobility. If anything, she tried for me for not going far enough. Well, be that as it may. Now, if you'll excuse me, Lord Cyrus, I have a keg of mystery to find. Cyrus turns away and slinks over to Renza, who is inspecting another part of ship. Anastasia and Alexandra beckons you to join them. Another fun conversation with my half-brother. Let's just say the sooner we find the wine, the sooner I'll forget it. It seems Lady Theodosia and Lord Percival have paired up, so I suppose that just leaves us. Excellent. Now, let us get moving. We have more wine to track down. You, Anastasia, Alexandra, and Paddington head up the path to the mansion overlooking the beach. You push open the door to the manor. Everything is covered by cobwebs and moss, and the wood protests loudly with every step you take. What doesn't this scene look familiar, though? Does this scene look familiar? Remember, we are looking for a captain's seal. The manor is enormous. I doubt we have time to search a single floor, let alone both. We should split the group. I'll keep looking down here. The two of you should continue the search upstairs. You follow Alexandra upstairs in silence, realizing that this is the first time you've shared alone since Olive's proposal. So, a lot happened back at the yacht. That is putting it mildly. I feel like my life has been appended. Alexandra gives you a sidelong glance. Her shoulders tense. Congratulations. Congratulations? I don't feel like celebrating. I have nothing against Lady Olive, but we have only just met. I know I made a promise to my sister to help our house however I could. But I certainly did not see my life going this way, even a few months ago. No, I'm certain that no one else did either. If I may, I heard you congratulate me, but I sense little joy in it. I'm sorry. I am pleased for you, even if I struggle to show it. Alexandra, Elizabeth, you've achieved what you needed to do. What you needed to. It's a job well done. You should be proud. She gazes up then, and when she meets your eyes, her expression softens. Whatever my feelings, I respect your decision. Thank you, but Even though the engagement is official now, I suppose I can't help but wonder. You hesitate, then reach your hand out to Alexandra's shoulder. When Anastasia bursts through the door, God damn it! Behind you, you pull back your hand, startled. I heard an unnatural noise carrying through the halls downstairs. Well? Unnatural? Alexandra quickly places a finger to her lips and points to a space in the floorboards at your feet. You hear a faint wailing noise. What? What on earth? Two shadowy figures soon step into view below you. La ba dee do da. What? What? Must you do that? It's not my fault. I sing when I'm nervous. Oh no. When others are nervous, I'm not nervous. Who said I was nervous? My apologies. I did not realize you were attempting music. What do you mean attempting? Here I thought they would avoid one another after that incident during the hunt. It would seem that their time tangled in a net together failed to draw them closer after all. You stifle a laugh and watch as the other group meticulously search the room below. Theodosia pauses before a fireplace with a large golden symbol above it. Amateurs, they have no idea they are being watched. No, they don't. It would be so easy to catch them off guard. Is that mischief I see in your eyes? I could be. Let's make beastly noises. This is positively diabolical. I love it. Trespassers! You do not belong here. Turn back now. Ooh. Ah? Grr. Theodosia and Percival jump startled. It's the beast. You shall never get the best of me, beast. As if that were otherwise possible to begin with. She reaches for a nearby board to defend herself with, but she trips over her own feet. Ah! As Percival looks on in confusion, Theodosia loses her balance and tumbles backward against the fireplace. A cloud of soot fills the room, and out of nowhere you hear the loud sound of wood and bricks scraping against the floor. What is that? It's the beast! I've fallen in the mouth of the beast! The beast is a fireplace? Soon the smoke clears and you see that the fireplace has shifted, revealing a secret compartment and a shiny bottle within. It's the wine! We found it! Blep. Startled, Theodosia and Percival look up and see you through a hole in the ceiling. I found it! And how long have you been sitting up there like a band of fiends? Long enough. You make your way downstairs to find Percival frowning and sooty Theodosia holding the wine to her bosom like a prized child. Not a word. I only want to congratulate you on your success. Is that what we're calling it? A good question. After all, she unwittingly triggered this confusion contraption. Unwittingly, I found it, just as I would have said I would. And when you get back, all of you owe me a new dress for my trouble. Doesn't your house charm magically clean anything it touches? That is not the point. Let us head back. The beach awaits. As your group makes your way back to the rowboat, you hear the angry voices of Renza, Cyrus, and Lord Pompadour in the distance. My fault? If you simply clarified that you meant what you meant by Captain Seal, Pompadour and I wouldn't have wasted time searching the water. Yuff, yuff. I'm sorry. I didn't think you were stupid enough to think we were talking about the animal when we said it was a seal. Oh no. Lady Renza, Lord Cyrus, we're back, and we found the wine. Ahem. The Lady Theodosia found the wine. Excellent. So this trip was not a disappointment after all. Renza seizes the bottle and quickly pumps the cork, prompting a strong scent of vinegar to waft through the air. Anastasia, Alexandra, and Percival back away as Paddington sniffs the air. Bruh? Is it supposed to smell like that? I'm not sure. It is a vintage, a very, very old vintage. Even though I found the wine, and the first sip is my by right, I will graciously allow anyone else to take the first sip. Perhaps someone with a true taste for a rare vintage will appreciate it. I think Lord Cyrus has just nominated himself. I'm glad to hear that you recognize my discerning palate. If you'd let me my discerning palate recognize yours sometime. Just drink it, Cyrus. With a saucy wink, Cyrus tips the bottle back, gulping down far more than the agreed-upon sip. He reels back, turning an impressive shade of green. It is quite unique. Yup. No, Lord Pompadour, I don't think it will be to your liking or health. Tell us, Lord Cyrus, is the wine we found indeed the stuff of legend? Perhaps, but some legends are best left unearthed. Cyrus sticks out his tongue and begins to scrape it with the side of his finger. Not to worry, everyone. I always plan a contingency plan. Renza removes a satchel from the rowboat and reveals several bottles of palace wine. Well played, sister. I take it back most of what I said about you earlier. Renza pours everyone a glass and raises her own to yours and wink. To you and wink. With a wink. Let us drink up, friends. Soon you arrive back aboard the Legacy after the others have departed from the boat. Renza holds you behind for a private word. My father will be announcing his retirement soon. That's right. Anastasia is finally going to be named head of House Fierro. Before that happens, there's another event you may wish to attend. Of a type just after your engagement, I was given a message by Alexandra asking that you join her in the cabin at sunset. She said she needs to confess something to you. Why didn't she tell me myself? She didn't want to raise suspicion by telling you earlier. The truth is, people are already starting to whisper about the two of you. They're watching. This arrangement was deemed safest and more romantic, don't you think? Now, good luck tonight, Elizabeth Everhart. You spend the rest of your afternoon being congratulated and socializing with Olive. When sunset finally approaches, you make your way up to the captain's cabinet. Hello? A few quiet moments pass, and then the door opens. Anastasia stands on the other side. Anastasia? Lady Elizabeth, I know you're the one who asked to see me, but if you'll allow it, there's something I must say first. Wait, what are you doing here? I don't understand. You asked me to meet here at sunset. You say it was me who asked? I am supposed to meet Alexandra. Alexandra, but I see. This has gotten off to a strange start, but if I waste any more time searching for the perfect moment, I may never find the courage. So here it is. Anastasia, wait. I know my father would never approve. It would put your house in jeopardy. My house in jeopardy. Your betrothal. Our alliance. My throne. And I know the way you look at Alexandra. And I've seen the way she looks at you. But I love you, Elizabeth Everhart. Consequences be damned. I love you. And I just can't bear to hide my heart a single moment longer. As you consider what to say, you hear the sound of a slow clap emerge from behind the shadow of the black curtains. That was quite the performance, my daughter. I especially liked the line, oh, what was it? You would put your house in jeopardy. Consequences be damned. Father! Lord Damon, how did... A second figure steps out from behind the man and speaks from over his shoulder. See, Daddy? I told you. Renza! I thought we were friends. Oh, but we were. We are. It's just that, unlike my sister, I don't place my personal feelings towards someone ahead of the needs of my family. Oh my god, what the fuck? What? Enza, how could you betray me like this? You're my own sister. From where I stand, it is you, daughter, who has betrayed her and me. Renza has only manipulated you into thinking so. And who are you to lecture about letting one's feelings be manipulated by another? That girl, Elizabeth. I will not hear you disrespect her. But you will hear this. I hereby strip you of your position as heir to the head of House Fierro. I'm going to guess that Damon was never going to step down. Just a guess. I cannot remove you as Queen Regent, but know this, my daughter. When the nobles choose House Fierro to wear the crown, it shall be placed on Renza's head, not yours. Father, you surprise me and humble me. I graciously accept this burden. Renza nods respectfully. As she raises her head, you see a slight smile only for you. Lord Damon, I beg you, a word. Renza, leave us. But father... Do as you are told, girl, before I take the crown for myself. Renza bows to Damon quickly and leaves the cabin. Lord Damon, you must listen to me. I do not return Anastasia's affections. My heart belongs to another. Anastasia pales, but maintains her composure. You not returning her foolish affections makes things worse, not better. If you loved her, at least she'd have traded away loyalty to her house for some return. Renza may not be half the leader her sister is, but at least she can hear past the beating of her heart. Unlike Anastasia, Renza has married for this family, served for this family, and now she will serve again. Anastasia is a good woman. Do not forget that due to a misunderstanding, you must give her another chance. Damon squints his eyes. Oh, whoops. I'm nothing if not a fair and practical man. Look into my eyes, daughter, and speak to me now, woman to man. When you declare your love for this woman against my wishes, was there a misunderstanding? Anastasia takes a deep breath, and then stands tall and squares her shoulder. I stand by my words. Anastasia removes the Fierro amulet from her neck and presses it forcefully into her father's open hand. Damon nods. You may be a fool, but at least there's some honor in you. I will delay my retirement as head of this house until the conclave. You have until then to change your mind and denounce this common blood of once and for all. I would never. Then on the day of that Cordonia selects a new royal line, it will be your sister who takes the throne. Lord Damon turns and marches out of the room. Oh, snap. He's going to give our house charm to Renza for her to wear? That cannot happen. Once Theodosia sees it, she'll assume that Renza is next in line for the throne. We'll be powerless. As you and Anastasia begin to chase after Damon, you suddenly lose your balance. Anastasia, that just barely catches you by the arm before you fall. Please go. I'll catch up. Anastasia clenches her fists and struggles with the decision before finally obeying your wishes and dashing from the room, trying to follow you, but your leg's weak. Something is wrong, very wrong. Your eyes flutter closed and the world turns to black. Time passes, though you're not unsure of how much. Slowly you blink, your eyes are open, and find Renza leaning over your body. Oh dear, Elizabeth. You are not looking well. Not looking well at all. This is a long chapter, my God. What did you do to me? Renza shrugs innocently. Renza, I trusted you. More importantly, you knew me. Neither of us are women willing to let the world dictate our fates. We will take what we deserve. You've never made a secret of that, and neither did I. If this truly came as a surprise to you, well, whose fault is that? This isn't the way. Oh man, that plot twist. They passed me over, Elizabeth. They handed my destiny to my twin, then dismissed me into the bed of a stranger. Like you, sweet Elizabeth, I will not sit in the corner with my legs crossed in a pretty dress and wait for someone to say I'm worthy. Because I am worthy, and I'm taking what I want with or without their approval. Having a dream does not give you the permission to hurt those around you. I do not need permission to clear my path of obstacles. Not you, not my sister, not my queen. It was you. You planned this from the start. You know how much I love to prepare. Now, I know this may be awkward timing, but I require a favor. A sudden pain grips your body, and the room begins to spin around you. You shake your head sharply, trying to fight back whatever is happening to you. Despite the little hiccup in our relationship, I expect you to remain my ally. To marry Olive. You want me to help put you on the throne? Never. I suppose I should have expected that reaction. After all, you're an intelligent woman, like me, and can't make important decisions without all of the facts. You heard of Cantarella? It's a tasteless, odorless, and slow-acting poison. It's usually given in small doses, allowing it to build up in the victim's system little by little, until it's nearly a lethal dosage. Then, when the time is right, all it needs is the smallest push. Wait, I'm being rude. Your throat must be ever so dry. Are you thirsty? Renzo reaches for a bottle of honey mead, stands on a nearby table, and pours some into a glass. Your memories flash before you as the truth settles in. God damn it. From what I hear, there's cause for a celebration. Renzo extends your arm and offers your goblet. Cheers. You remember to my favorite drink? I'm very thoughtful type. Oh my god. Holy shit. What's poison? Oh my god. Oh my god. That bitch. With the Cantarella now built up with your body, you'll need a dose of this every few days to stay alive from now on. Marry Olive, put me on the throne, and I will give you those doses until my coronation. If you are a good, obedient girl after that, I may feel inclined to keep you around for even longer. No. Honestly, my darling, you don't have a choice. I am Lady Elizabeth, head of House Everhart, and the fierce bear of Cordonia. And I will never, ever help a slithering, unattractive, despicable, sure, we'll go with that, snake in the grass. Like you. Fine. Renza tucks the vial back into your chest, stands and smooths out the dress. Death by Cantarella comes in stages. First it attacks the body, next your mind and your senses. Finally, your spirit will grow tired and weak until you're no more. Renza leaves the room with you still on the floor, too weak to stand. You hear the turning of a lock as her final words float past the door. Goodbye, Elizabeth Everhart. Jeez. Oh my god. It's finally over. I have to go. But man, oh man, that was definitely a good chapter to record. My god. Holy shit. Oh my god. I believe I actually kind of liked Renza. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I recorded that. My god. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, guys. It's been a blast.